What's up, guys? My name is Christopher Churro Hernandez. We're about to break down my last fight on May 6th with Daniel Ayala for Lights Out. Let's get it. All right, guys, so let's get into this fight breakdown. So right now, we're just stepping into the middle. Frank Trigg, excellent ref I've had a couple times. It's always nice when you have a ref that used to fight, because then they understand it a little bit better than everybody, than guys that are just coming into ref. So I always like having Frank Trigg in my corner, or not my corner, but as a ref. So right now he brought us in. Any last questions? No. Step back. So now we're just kind of eyeballing each other. He had a nice, fierce little look in his eye at the first round, so I knew he was game. He's a Mexican cat, so I knew he was going to be tough. I knew he was going to be hard to put away. So if I just started, I landed a couple good inside leg kicks. I was just feeling my range. He felt really short in these first couple of exchanges. I felt like I was a good distance away from him. So I made a mistake here. Standing in a southpaw position, I overcommit on a left hand, and he puts a good, nice right hand over my shoulder and puts me down. As soon as my butt hit the ground, I felt good. I think one of my critiques that I need to get better on is I instantly go into Jiu-Jitsu mode. I went and you see I start reaching for his head rather than trying to wrestle up. So here I'm just trying to establish my guard. I feel like I have a pretty dangerous guard about breaking down people's posture so they can't hit me. So you see me throwing my legs up real high, trying to work a triangle, trying to keep them real low. Here I try and go for an omoplata, and I realize I don't have his leg or his arm bent the right way. So I kind of let go and I start bailing. I start getting to the cage. Right before I start getting to the cage, I look at Romy and he's like, dude, work to get up. So I start getting my butt to the fence. I start working to get up, and then homeboy does good. He jumps on my back, able to tuck my neck real good, shake him off. And then right here, so I get out of the armbar attempt, and I try to go knee on belly, but he's got my arm in a bicep slicer. So in my head, I'm like, this little mother. So I go knee on his face to kind of try and put him uncomfortable, and I was able to get out of that, start beating him. So right now we're kind of in a little bit of a stalemate. We're in a little bit of a weird position. So here, I start trying to look for the wrist right. You see I can grab the wrist right with my right arm, and as I'm standing up, he pushes into me real good. And since he was so much shorter than me, I couldn't get under him to slip behind him. So then he has me against the wall. You can see I look at Romy. Romy starts telling me, do the Dos Santos. So it's one of our moves that we do, and it's good. It tripped him up. I was able to get a good tie clinch on him. I think he was doing real well with the tie clinch. He was good at dirty boxing. He was giving me good little short shots. So finally break away, out in the open again. I notice he's biting it on my feint, so I give him a good feint and a good 1-2. I busted up my hand again. As soon as I landed that straight left to the face, my hand started hurting again. So I started looking for knees. I started looking for anything else I could. My feet were slipping and sliding all over the canvas too, so I felt like I was a hockey player, man. Like I was fighting on ice, and it was a little bit different. I wasn't really used to it. So he's good. You can tell he's trying to figure out my range and how he's going to get up and get close to me, right? So I'm trying to cut my angles and keep everything going. I'm trying to stay southpaw in this first round, but I was just having a little bit of trouble getting my left hand off. So I switch here to orthodox and I start working his lead leg. I start working my right hand, and I'm having a little bit more success, but I can't remember why. Naturally, I just kept going southpaw. I just wanted to get him with that lead right hand, but my left hand was hurting, so I really start ripping knees. So I rip a knee right here, and his mouthpiece flies out. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, his mouthpiece is out. He's probably hurt. He showed wobble a little bit, and I start moving in on him. He starts hitting me back, so I hit him with another knee, and then he's still coming forward. I hit him with another knee, and then finally, I catch him with his nice left hook and kind of wobble him, and he finally goes down. He's swinging at me on his way down. This dude is a zombie. This dude does not stop. So I follow him down, and I try to go Sugar Sean O'Malley like he went on Almeida, and I'm like walking him down, looking at him. I try to go big right hand and just end it right then and there, and I miss. And then he locks up my leg. So I'm trying to establish position, and then I'm able to just get half guard, and I start dropping elbows on him. And let me tell you, this guy is tough, because my elbow was sore the next day. I was dropping him on this guy. Here, ref stops him to put the mouthpiece in. We both make eye contact. We're kind of like, oh, okay, keep going. You know, it's a little like almost like training, how you're like real nice in between trying to beat each other up. But yeah, I just instinctively, you know what I mean? I had him, my left hand was there, so I just kept ripping with the left hand and trying to pass his guard, so I'm able to slide by him here. I started going knee on belly, get mount on him. Here I felt good. I remember thinking I need to take my time and really put a beating on him. So I'm really working, he starts turning, so I go triangle. Those of you guys that train with me know it's my bread and butter. Lock up my triangle, get his arm across, hip in, hip down, get under his leg, I start cutting the angle. Only thing I did wrong is I didn't pull on his head. I landed an elbow and I heard the ref say, you gotta work or I'm gonna stop it. So in my head, I just went into finish mode. I stopped trying to look for the choke and I just started trying to drop elbows. I was trying to tie up his arms. But he actually was doing this real good. He kind of hooked his foot behind my head and he was kind of keeping me from really like angling myself back to get good on the elbows. And I heard the 10-second mark, so I knew the round was almost over, so I was just trying to do some damage. And you know, I landed a lot of good elbows here, but none were to the point where it would take him out, you know. So the round ended. He was real slow to get up, he was real bloody. Right off the bat, I apologized to my coach because, like I said, I have such a range on this guy, and I overcommitted on that first southpaw 1-2, and I got myself caught. And the rest of the time, I was able to. The good thing was, I didn't feel like he was super powerful. I mean, I should never bank on my chin, but because obviously he put me on my butt. But after that shot, I realized he caught me because I didn't see it coming. The rest of the shots that he landed never felt like he hurt me. He landed a couple good shots, but none of them were ever like, oh, I need to chill out a little bit. Like that one was a stinger, you know. But you know, power to him because you know I dropped some heavy shots on him, and he was just trucking forward. All right, so right now, in between rounds, I sit on the corner. We're kind of reviewing everything. Romy's telling me what he's feel like is landing, what he thinks I should do. Right, as soon as I sit down, he's like, how's everything going? How's the hand? I'm like, yeah, my hand's hurting a little bit. He's like, okay, screw southpaw. So southpaw's not really working right now. Go orthodox. Your orthodox 1-2 is landed. Stay orthodox. Keep that 1-2 in his face. Keep those feints going. You're gonna put him away this round. Let's go. All right. Good thing about, I love having the coaches that I have. Vince, Romy, and Rick, because they are crazy experienced. They got all this prior experience under their own belt, so they just see things a lot better. I love the team that I have, so I have complete trust in them. As soon as he told me that, I didn't even step in southpaw one more time. I stayed orthodox. I feel like that kind of threw him off a little bit too, because the first round I fought complete southpaw and just stepped into orthodox here and there, and then this time I start southpaw. I'm like kind of looking at him southpaw, and right when the ref's about to start us up, I switch orthodox. So here we go, round two. Round two just starts. Stepping up, I'm just kind of feeling my range a little bit, trying to see what he's giving me. I know he's gonna be either a little bit tentative or just come out balls to the wall because I dominated that last round. So just kind of waiting to see where he's going. Hit him with another knee. He catches my knee on this one. I'm just like thinking, you know, what will wow the crowd? And I try to do like a flying knee with my other leg, and didn't land, but it looked cool. I had a couple people afterwards that were like, hey dude, that's crazy, man, you're nuts. You know, why would you try that? I was just trying to put on a good show for you guys, you know. So I'm catching with my feints. I know my jabs working. I stick him with like 3 jabs right there. Just pepper him. I give him a good shake 1-2, catch him right on the ear. Romeo was telling me after too, if I would have stuck around with that left hook, I probably could have put him away early. And now watching, you guys can see I land that 1-2, and if I would have stuck that left hook, it would have been great. So he's just kind of chasing me down here, just chasing me down, catch a nice uppercut left hook. I feel like I have him hurt, so I go left, right low kick, uppercut again. That was all she wrote. After that, he went down, ref saw enough, and that was it. This was a really good fight for me. I'm a little disappointed that I you know, exposed myself in the beginning and let him put me down. Yeah, it was a good fight, man. It was a really good fight. I felt like in this fight I was a little bit out of this guy's league, but in his defense, he was the only guy. I had 3 opponents for this fight. First guy turned it down. Second guy, same height as me, fought at a heavier weight class, so I was like, man, this might be tough for me. He turned it down. Third guy, this guy supposedly already said yes, so they're waiting on us to say yes, so I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. That guy backs out. Finally, Daniel Ayala finally stepped up to the plate. He said, no, let's do it, I'm game. So much respect to him, you know, because he was the only one out of the 4 opponents that I had that actually stepped up and fought me. And it was on like, I think 9 days notice or something like that, because they were just shuffling around trying to find me somebody. So Daniel Ayala, much respect, my man. But yeah, I was able to put him away. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Turn that notification bell on so you guys get notified for every new video that comes out. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.